What's happening? Uncle Ed here. So, I wanted to talk a little bit about a recurring question that's being asked to me, which is, Ed, with things so pricey and so what seems to be out of reach, what does it take to buy a home these days? Well, believe it or not, I have the answer for you, but believe it or not, the first step, guess what it is? Mindset. You have to have the mindset of a homeowner. You got to see yourself doing it. It's almost like when you ask, I don't know, a 70, 75-year-old who does Escape from Alcatraz, how did you do it? First thing they're going to tell you is, I had the mindset. I was just going to do it. I could see myself swimming the San Francisco Bay and going to and from Alcatraz. They'll tell you. They see it. They visualize it. So first step is you got to have that mindset and that attitude that I'm going to do it. Second thing is you got to prepare your finances, right? You got to do it early. You want to be preemptive, right? Because you don't want to be reactive. You want to be what? Proactive. What does that mean? You want to look at 4 areas of your finances that every lender is going to look at. They're going to look at assets, right? How much money do you have for down payment and closing costs? And by the way, if you don't have any money for down payment or closing costs, come chat with me anyway, because there's a ton of programs out there, right? And I will have them for you. Second is you want to get your credit scores nice and high. That is super important. In the US, I'm going to say it. Credit is more important than actual money because you can always get down payment assistance. But if your credit is shot, good luck. So what do I mean by that? Well, there's 3 credit scores, right? Because there's 3 companies that report your credit. One is Equifax, the second is Experian, and the third is TransUnion. In the mortgage business, we use the middle, or what we call the median score. That number needs to be at 740 and above for you to get the better rates. 780 and above, now we're talking. Now you're in the VIP club. So you really want to be 780 and above. Now, if your credit scores are not there yet, you know what? Let's do a free consultation. I'll show you where to go pull a free credit report. Let me go over it with you and tell you exactly what you need to do to get those credit scores nice and high. I don't care what the situation is. You might have lates, you might have collections, maybe even a bankruptcy. It doesn't matter. I can help. The third piece is income. There's a lot of fogginess around this. If you work for someone and you're a W-2 and you get a salary, then we're going to use the gross monthly salary, right? If you get paid biweekly, then we take your biweekly gross, multiply it times 26 because there's 26 biweekly payments in a year, and then divide it by 12 to get your monthly gross. Now, notice how I said gross. I didn't say net. We use the gross figure. If you have any kind of variable income, what is that? That is commissions, overtime, and or bonuses. Those things change, hence the term variable income. We are going to do an average of the last 2 years. The fourth and final area is going to be your debt. When we pull a credit report, we're going to see both your credit scores and we're going to see all your debt. We're going to look at the minimum required payments. We're not looking at what you actually pay. So let me give you an example. Let's say you have a $5,000 credit card. The minimum payment's $25. But you're paying $400 a month to get rid of the debt. Guess what number we're going to use? 25, because that's the legal minimum payment that they require so that you don't default. Then we take your new monthly payment of your hypothetical brand new home divided by your income, and that's going to create a debt to income ratio. And those max out on conventional loans, you're going to see 50%, 50. And on government loans, or govies as we call them, whether it's VA or FHA, it's going to be higher. And that just will depend when we pull your credit and I do a whole analysis for you. So get yourself prepared. As you know, all my consultations are free. I love to be proactive, right? So we're not reactive. Book an appointment with me. Let's chat over it. I'm not going to sell you anything or enroll you into Amway or anything like that. It's purely educational and it's strategic so that I, the person who's been doing this for over 25 years, can set you on a path to success when it comes to sustainable home ownership. That means getting into it and staying in the home, not putting ourselves in a situation where we're house poor. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.